So today I want to talk about rejection and how I became, dare I say, immune to it. I'm someone who, for most of my life, all of my life, really, I'm 36 now, I've had a disproportionate reaction to any form of rejection, romantically, platonically, any form of like abandonment. I use quotation marks because I now realize that like adults can't be abandoned. Like babies and puppies can be abandoned, but adults can't be. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I mean, rejection used to absolutely destroy me. Like I would be unable to function for days, sometimes weeks, depending on the scale of the rejection. But sometimes it didn't even really matter how long I was with the person. Like I remember I went on 3 dates with someone, and when they ended things, I remember lying in my back garden, like next to a worm, and just watching this worm and just like sobbing. Just crying uncontrollably. And I don't know if the worm isn't relevant, but it feels relevant. Because generally it's not something I would do in my day-to-day life, like lie next to a worm and cry. But that is, yeah, rejection sent me into orbit. It just like made me into this like terrible person, honestly, who would do anything to stop someone from leaving me or from like a relationship ending. Fast forward to today, the 29th of July, 2026. I was rejected 2 days ago and I feel fine. Like, I feel so okay. I didn't even cry. So yeah, I was dating someone for a few months and I liked the person, I was attracted to them, etc., and it didn't work out. And what's really interesting is that my initial reaction was fear, because I was like, oh no, like I know what happens next. I know my internal reactions. I'm not going to be able to eat for days. I'm going to be like inconsolable. So I was really more afraid of that. And then I didn't feel those feelings. I was just kind of like maybe a normal amount of sad, I guess. It was proportionate, I guess. Maybe like less than proportionate. I'm not really sure. I still haven't figured out how, like, the normal feeling. Maybe this is normal. I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess it was proportionate for like someone that I was dating for a few months. And I was a little bit like sad, a little bit disappointed, but it didn't throw me off course in any way. I was able to carry on with my life, and I'm fine. I'm genuinely so okay. And that has been so shocking to me that it has prompted me to really like analyze. I mean, it doesn't take much to prompt me to analyze things. I love analyzing things. But yeah, this one has been particularly interesting to analyze because it is so different. Like it is like night and day. So I'm going to talk about kind of, yeah, what I feel like has made me, immune to rejection. I mean, it still stung a little bit, so maybe not completely immune. But I guess one of the things is that in 2024, I had a really, 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 really bad year. And I had like the breakup of all breakups. I had the monumental heartbreak. And that really changed me as a person. And not only that, but how I moved through it, the decisions that I made and how I navigated it. And yeah, it happened very close to me losing a parent. My dad passed away, so it was a lot of loss in a small space of time. And yeah, that breakup was just a turning point for me because it prompted me to completely take a break from all things dating, romance, I mean, there's lots of different forms of intimacy, but you know what I mean. I'm using a safe word. I'm using a PG version, intimacy. Yeah, because prior to that, the longest I had been single in my adult life, I don't even want to say it, 2 weeks was the longest I had been single. So I had like overlapping relationships, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it was supposed to be a year. I committed to being single for a year, like properly single. No dating apps, no like, not even like flirting with people in person, nothing. But yeah, I did that for 15 months actually. And yeah, in that time, I got to know myself. I grew a lot, not just as a person, but I feel like my world grew. My world was very, very small before, and it was very dependent on other people. It was very dependent on how people saw me. It was I felt like I had people in my life that I felt like I couldn't live without, which is insane, but that's how I felt. And I didn't really always have much going on outside of my relationships. And so that is the main thing that I changed in the 15 months that I took out of dating. I went back to college. I discovered new hobbies and activities and passions and ping pong. Oh, yeah. I might talk about ping pong a lot because it has been very no, I'm not going to talk about ping pong because we all have our own different version of ping pong. Okay. Just something that was just for me that I was passionate about. And yeah, not just ping pong, but chess and reading and Lego and furniture restoration. I was just throwing myself into wherever my curiosity was leading me. Whether that be intellectual pursuits, self-development pursuits. And yeah, I got to really, really enjoy my own company. And I got to experience like peace and serenity for the first time in my life, and fullness that like didn't come from another person. It didn't come from any external source. Well, I also developed a relationship with a higher power. I developed spiritually, and yeah, a whole host of things. So basically those 15 months, I really used them wisely. And I processed a lot as well. I processed the breakup and all the breakups before that I didn't process because I just moved on. And, there was a lot of painful things that happened after that as well. Like, mere months after the breakup, I saw my ex with someone new on the street, and that was absolutely devastating. It was like so painful. And on many different levels, like there was just a lot of things about the relationship and about the breakup that just changed me fundamentally. And this is my second point, I guess, it made me very jaded. And I think whenever people become jaded through hurt and heartbreak and life experiences, there's sort of two ways that jadedness can go. You can be jaded and it can turn you like really bitter and closed off and cold. And for a while, I did think that was how things were headed for me. I was like, okay, that's who I'm becoming. And I was sort of okay with that. Or it can lead to acceptance, like radical acceptance of like just humans and just how things are, and accepting life on life's terms, I guess. And so, yeah, I feel like that jadedness, that sort of closed offness, I did also need to be a little bit more closed off. Like that was something necessary for me. Before I was way too open. I attached way too easily. And now I don't attach within a few months. So that is also why this rejection, this ending didn't really hurt that much because I wasn't that attached, which I think is normal in a few months. I don't think you should attach in a few months. But I also know that in dating and relationships, people, when you meet someone, you never truly meet someone. Like, you are meeting a projection, and I know that goes both ways. So I know that whenever someone meets me, they project a lot onto me, and they have this idea of who I am. And I think that is also exasperated now by the fact that I am a little bit more closed off. So this is all just conjecture, to be honest. So I think now people are like, see me as a lot more aloof. Maybe they see me as a lot more mysterious, a little bit more like hard to get. And there's some truth in that. But at the end of the day, I'm still like a warm, kind, open, sensitive person. And so, if people are not really looking for that, or they're not really attracted to that, and then they get to see that that's who I am, yeah, they're not going to be into me anymore. And that's okay. Yeah, so it all ties in really to just having self-esteem and having self-worth, which I didn't have before, and just having this sense of like radical acceptance. And also, like, going through the amounts of pain that I went through, I don't know, it does just kind of, it's like nothing can really be that bad. Like, it would take a lot for it to be that bad. Like, just knowing that I got through that and I moved past it and I healed and I'm okay, it made me stronger. It made me more resilient. My self-worth is less tied to what other people think of me and other people's opinions of me. And there's so much less tied to, because before it wasn't just people rejecting me, like, oh, they don't like me. Oh, it was like, it meant so much more. It was like, this person can't save me. I can't save them. Life has lost all meaning now. Like, all that is now removed, and it's just this connection that I was building with someone has ended because it was meant to end at this time, and it's okay. And so, yeah, I feel like I've unlocked a new side of being alive that is just making my life a lot like. So yeah, it's like I'm not scared anymore of connection. I'm not scared of relationships anymore because I know I can handle rejection, and I know I'm okay. I know I'm okay no matter what. And I'm sure there will be things that will hurt more than this, or that, longer relationships, where I do get more attached and I do get more connected, and that's okay too, And if there is a time, I'm sure there will be things that will absolutely like feel like my heart is being ripped open again, because that is also part of the human experience. I'm not saying like I have become numb and a robot, but I'll be okay. I will get through that as well. And that was just something I didn't understand before. I remember my ex one time, like I thought that they were like me, and that was a reason I thought they were never going to leave, or that like the relationship was going to last forever, because they said one time like, oh yeah, when someone leaves it feels like I'm dying. And I was like, yeah. And I brought that up then after the breakup. I was like, but I thought you said this. And they were like, yeah, it feels like I'm dying, but I know I'm not, and I'm going to be okay. And I was like, okay, that's the difference. Yeah. What else do I want to say? Yeah, but I think the main thing is just like building a life that I'm happy with. And I'm not anywhere near done building it. Like there's still so many aspects that I want to work on. Yeah, but I think the main thing is just acceptance. Like, as well, before, whenever there would be an ending or a rejection, I would really try and like understand it and be like, why did this happen? What can I do? Like, what was it about me? And what did this mean? And what did that mean? And seeking this clarity and this closure. And because I think before as well, like my pride and my ego would get really bruised. I'd be like, feel really embarrassed that I like put myself out there and I got rejected. And I'm like, okay, like it's not embarrassing. It's whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's just like the beautiful thing as well about soul-crushing heartbreak. Like, I thought it was going to change me for the worst. And it actually changed me for the better. Yeah, ultimately, I think that's how I became immune to rejection. I've been rejected a lot. I just want to say that as well. Like, I have only ever been rejected. As in, no, that's not true. What I want to say is, like, every relationship or, like, casual, long-term, whatever relationship that I've been in, I have been the dumpy. Now, I think one of the main reasons for that is that I did not ever know how to leave a relationship. I didn't know it was like a possibility. I just couldn't do it. I feel like I will have gotten to the next level whenever I am able to actually end a relationship. That's my video about rejection. Bye.